Good morning to one and all. Today we are going to speak about the topic function overloading in C++ with sample program. First we can speak what is overloading. Um, if a multiple, what is overloading? It is an using of same function name but with different parameters list. The function name will be the same, but inside parameters arguments we can give in different form. We can give in different form. If multiple functions have same name, but parameters of the function should be different, is known as an function overloading. So here in C++, we know the concept of the function call by reference, and how we are going to use the function, for what purpose we are using function, for particular to perform a particular task, to simplify our program. These are all the features of the functions. These are all the purposes we use for functions. So with the same function, that a function name, multiple functions can be used in a programs. Depends upon the concept of the program. Suppose for any complex program can be easily solved by using different types of the functions. So here different types of functions are used, but using the same name we are using. That is known as an overloading. Function overloading is a feature of object-oriented programming where two or more functions can have same name but different parameters. So this is one of the features of the OOPS concept. In OOPS concept, we have polymorphism concept. It is the same function name but with using different parameters or argument list. So when a function name is overloaded with the different jobs, it is called a function overload. That is same functions using different tasks. Uh, Let us, we can see with the many examples. Types of overloading. Here overloading can be of divides into two types. One is function overloading, another is operator overloading. So function overloading means we are using the different multiple functions. Function name will be the same but parameters arguments will be different. So in operator overloading we are here overloading that operator. Here functions, it performs a certain task. Here in operator overloading we are consisting of the operators with the different operations. So these are the types of the overloading. Why is overloading useful? So why are you using the overloading, that is function overloading and operator overloading? Function overloading allows functions that conceptually perform the same task on object of different types to be given in the same name. So here function overloading, we are giving the same name, everything will be the same task. That is same task means everyone is going to be add two numbers or something, any concept we are going to do, but different types of the objects will be different here. In operator overloading provides a convenient notation for manipulating user-defined object with convenient operator. So here we are objects on it is an user-defined, but convention many operators can be overloaded here. This is an example of the function overloading. So here example, see the example, we are using void same function in bracket, parameters we are having integer a. Next is an integer same function float a. Next to void same function integer a comma double b. So here void means it does not returns a value, it is a function. Then here function name, everything is the same name, same function, same function, same function. It is the having everything same. Function name is the same and inside parameters is different, that is of different types and different numbers given. So in first function we are declaring a as an integer, in second function we are declaring the same a as a float, and in third function we are declaring integer as an a and b as an double. So we are using different data types, and parameters of different parameters list. That is, only one parameter should be used. It is not a rule. We can use a number of parameters with the different variables, everything. So same name, different arguments. In this diagram, function overloading, different types, different number, different order. Different types means it will be of different data types, like our third example. So in one parameters list we can have integer, double, everything. That is, different data types can be used in the single arguments. So that is different data types. And number, same function name but different numbers can be used. For example, in one function name we are adding two numbers, in another function name with the same and we are adding three numbers, and so on. So like this, in this parameter argument list, the number can be of the different. And order, that is, it is not a perfect order. That is, integer, double, and integer, the data type should be in of a same order. It is not a rule, sir. Any order it can be. That is, we are having the different function name, and these are inside that arguments. In different arguments, different data types can be used, or different numbers can be used, or different order can be used. These all it is an different types, similar types. So this is an function overloading examples. See next time. This is also function overloading. That is same as it is. We are defining that same redefinition of function overloading is the process of using the same name two or more functions. Same thing. That is, we are using the same name but many functions can be used. Here by redefinitions, what we are telling is different types of parameters. That is, many arguments can be used. Different this can be used, integer, float, double, everything can be used. And or sequence of parameters. Not only it should be an order. Any sequence of parameters can be used, or any number of parameters can be used. Then it is used so that programmer does not have to remember multiple function name. It is not to remember everything. Next is an function overloading. Same definition is repeated. Two or more functions, same, and parameters. It is another example. Add is the function name. So what will be the parameters? In one parameters we are declaring as an integer. In another parameters we are declaring as a double. So this is a simple example. So max is the same function name here with integer a comma b. In other, float can be used, but inside process, concept, everything is same. Same function name, just it performs a different task. This performs an integer types, and this performs the float type. That's the difference. Then we have to using the sample program header file using namespace. So here using this is the function overloading, void add and void add. Both the function name are same. Here integer a comma b. It is supposed to using integer a plus. We are adding two integer numbers. In second function name, what we are doing is we are adding two double data types. So this is first one is integer, second one is double data type we are using. Then in main function, so first for the first function name we are giving as integer as an input, and the second function name we are giving the double value. So this will be the output of this program. So from this program, what it is, both the function is going to add the two numbers. So we are add the two numbers, we having the same function name, but what is the difference in the data type is different. One part is adding the two integer, in other part we are adding the double numbers. Data type is different in this example. Then in next example, program to compute absolute values. So it works for both, same thing here also, different data types we are using. So header file, namespace, functions with float type parameters. So here we are using float absolute is a function name, and the parameters we are using as a float var command. So here we are checking the condition for var less than 0.0. So because it is declared as the float, so we are using the point in float values. Then var is equal to minus var return var. So we are checking the condition, we are printing, and we are writing the var variable. Next, this is for the float, and next we are using for the integer same function name, absolute same function name, and the condition everything is the same, only the difference is the different data type. For float is used, next integer used. Now we are calculating the function integer type absolute value of -5. So -5 in calculating the absolute, and even in float also. So it removes the minus and keeps the absolute value as an output 5 and 5.5. 5 is for an integer, and if we are declaring in a float, it gives us that 5.5. So one simple explanation of this float absolute float var. So what will be that? This is then working of an overloading for absolute function. So what is going that -5, this it takes for that integer, and this is take for the float. That is whatever float value is taken for the float function, and integer value is given for the integer function.